Hello! Did you know that I'm not the first YouTuber to wear a hat of this kind in a Japanese forest?
Yup!
Hey everyone, welcome to another unedited vlog. This episode of Walking and Talking in Kyoto is gonna be a little bit special because, wait, actually let me show you. Wait, where do I put my camera? I should really invest. Oh my god. This episode is gonna be special because I'm gonna be drinking. I'm gonna be drinking because actually today I have a story time for you guys, I guess. A story time from my time in Tokyo. I have a bunch of story times ready to go and like to tell you guys. But anyways, in this one, in that story, I wasn't really sober, so I thought it would be suitable for me to also not be sober while, you know, saying this story. So what I've got here is this kiwi chuhai. It's my favorite chuhai. If you don't know, chuhai is like a Japanese alcohol, usually in cans, that, you know, young people drink here. You know, in a lot of countries in Europe, for example, it's beer. It's like the first choice of, I guess, like people mostly drink beer. Like when they go casually drinking, they'll, oh my god, look at that view, nice, cool. You know, a lot of young people, they normally drink beer or some other drinks. You know, here in Japan, chuhai is really popular, so I'm gonna be drinking that. This is actually my favorite flavor of chuhai. My friend introduced this to me. I've never seen this one before that, because the most popular here in Japan is like lemon sour is what it's called. But this is kiwi. It's not as sour, and it's just way more delicious. Damn, I should really invest in like a, you know, tripod for these vlogs that I do on my, because right now you guys are sitting on this. This is where you guys sitting. I guess that works. I guess I should really invest in a tripod because, you know, I sometimes I really need to like just put my phone somewhere, and I don't have the space for it. All right, we good. Which brings me to my next point. If you guys want to support me and the channel, join as a member. You know, for a membership, there's a bunch of different tiers, and you get a bunch of different perks, like bonus videos, or your name can appear at the end of every one of my videos, like new videos. So definitely consider supporting the channel. All right, I'm done plugging. Cheers. Cheers. Oh yeah, this is good. I'm not really that much for I'm not an alcohol person, okay? I prefer other substance. No, I'm joking, but I'm not. But anyways, yeah, so today I'm gonna be, I guess, walking and talking and drinking. That's what's up. By the way, if you're asking, Rafi, where in the hell are you right now? I'm actually, this is not like a forest. It's not like in the middle of nowhere. This is actually, I don't know if you guys can see it behind me. See those, there's like buildings, you know? It's not just like wilderness. There's buildings, and there's also a street. Maybe you can hear the street as well, like cars passing by and stuff. But anyways, I'm getting out of here because, well, actually, the reason why I came here in the first place was because this is like sort of like a forest that goes kind of like up the hill. And I thought that there's gonna be like a shrine on the top, because I've never been here. This is like close to my neighborhood as well. All of these walking and talkings in Kyoto are like close to my apartment in my neighborhood. But I thought that there's gonna be like a shrine up top. But no, it was just like it was just trails. It was just trails and trees, and I thought, that might not be that interesting to you guys. So yeah, let me show you more of the Japanese rural neighborhood, I guess. By the way, I think technically it's a little bit impolite to like drink while you're walking. I don't mean like alcoholic drinks, I mean like overall anything, like even if you have like an orange juice or anything like that. Sort of like low-key rude to like drink while you're walking, but guess that I guess that just means I have to finish this fast. Well, there's a shrine, or there's a temple. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's like a gate to a temple. But anyways, let's go that way. So yeah, the story time. Let me finally get to the story time. So this story time is from my time in Tokyo, specifically in Shinjuku. It was like maybe in January. It was like after a long night of drinking with my friends, and some of my friends, they parted ways with me. Basically, I was alone in Tokyo. Some of my friends went home, some of them went to catch the train. And because it's not often that I find myself, alone in Tokyo with nothing to do. It was like maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So I thought, you know what? I'll just, enjoy the city by myself. I'll just like walk around. I already had a couple drinks. As I said, it was like midnight, 1 a.m.-ish. So I was just like walking, really just minding my own business, okay? I didn't really feel like going to sleep yet. I was staying at a net cafe, not at a hotel. So, you pay by the hour, basically. And I was like, yeah, let me save up a little bit, let me not go to sleep yet. And, let me just walk around for a little bit, basically just like I'm doing right now. So yeah, I was walking in Shinjuku, and I had my headphones on. I was blasting music, straight up, just like minding my own business. Okay, wasn't bothering anybody, wasn't talking to anybody. There were obviously, Shinjuku is one of the districts. Like for example, Kabukicho is a part of Shinjuku, where it's really lively at night. Okay, it's like that district that you can see people drinking on the streets, because obviously it's legal to drink alcohol on the street in Japan. But anyways, as I was saying, I was walking around Shinjuku, around the streets. There were people drinking, enjoying themselves. I was just blasting music. I was actually listening to Dawn FM for the first time from The Weeknd, which now has become like one of my favorite albums. So definitely recommend Dawn FM. But anyways, all of a sudden, there was this black guy, that pretty big black guy that approached me, stopped me, and he was like, yeah, right, brother man, yeah, right. What can I do for you, brother man? I can't really do the Jamaican accent. He was Jamaican. So he just stopped me. I took off my headphones, and I was like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? I want to finish this. So I was like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? How's it going? Because I didn't really expect, I wasn't sober, okay? I was just walking around. I wasn't sober at all, and I didn't really expect to talk to anyone. So he approached me, and I was like, yeah, hi. What's up? What's going on? And he told me the craziest line I've ever heard. He told me, how can I make your night better? Brother man, how can I make your night better? And I was like, bro, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, how can you make my night better? Like, what do you mean? Because when you get approached somewhere in in Tokyo, whether that be in Shinjuku or maybe Asakusa, Roppongi, a lot of these districts, right? When you get approached, there's like a rule of thumb, right? If you get approached by a Japanese guy, by a Japanese older man, what he wants to offer you is usually like a place where you can drink and meet girls, like a bar with like cute maids or something. Or he wants to straight up offer you a brothel, just like in Japan they call them soplans, which is like a place where a Japanese girl bathes you and then what happens. So that's what a Japanese guy is trying to pitch to you usually. But if it's a black guy in Tokyo and he approaches you, he doesn't want to offer you any of those kind of services. Oh my god, this neighborhood is so nice. He doesn't want to offer you any of that. He wants to offer you drugs most of the time, okay? And I'm not being racist here. I'm not saying that all Japanese people that approach you are gonna wanna, take money from you to like fuck a girl, or that all black guys that approach you are gonna wanna sell you drugs. But usually if there's like a suspicious dude that has no one around him and he just wants to approach you like, hey, how are you doing? How are you enjoying your evening? When they start asking those kind of questions, they probably want to sell you something. So this black guy as well is like, hey man, how can I make your night better? Needless to say, I was a little bit confused, but anyways, I was like, yeah, what do you mean? And he was like, man, I got everything. I got Coke, I got Molly. What do you want? Just tell me. I can give it to you. And I was like, oh shit, this is happening. So, he told me, walk with me, just walk with me a little bit. And I was like, all right. So we started talking a little bit. I wasn't like my intention, even though I was a little bit drunk, my intention wasn't to like buy drugs or anything like that, right? But I was wondering where it's gonna go, like what is he gonna tell me, because I was curious. So he told me walk with me a little bit. So I walked with him, maybe not even like 30 seconds, okay? 10 seconds, we just went around the corner into like a lobby of a building. But it was like a lobby, like an open lobby, okay? It was just like a building that had, the lobby was like, how do I explain this? It had no doors, okay? You didn't close the doors behind me, okay? It was like a lobby, open lobby that you would go to a building, and then there was like stairs upstairs, and you were basically still outside. And then he went a little bit, like he wanted to go up the stairs, and then I was like, okay dude, wait, I'm not following you any further, just tell me here what you want. Like, I'm not following any further, because at that point I got a little bit scared, like what does he want to do with me? It was a big black guy with like a coat, a backpack. I'm assuming that's where all his drugs were. It's a little bit windy here. But anyways, he was like, no. He was like, oh, no. I just wanted to get away from the cameras, just so they don't see us. I just wanted to get away from the camera. So, he started kind of unzipping his backpack. It was like, okay, so what do you want? You want Coke? You want Coke? You want Coke? He was really, really trying to sell me Coke more than anything, okay? If anything, I don't even know if he had anything else, but he was really trying to sell me Coke. So I was like, no, man, I'm good. I don't do drugs. So I asked him, do you have weed? Just out of curiosity. He was like, oh, you want weed? But he said it with the tone that like, he probably didn't have it, and he probably didn't even expect me to ask for it, because I feel like when foreigners buy drugs in Japan, most of them probably want LSD. Oh, he also offered me LSD, that's right. Oh look, a vending machine. Okay, let me finish my drink, because there's trash cans always next to vending machines, and that's usually the only place where you find trash cans, so. Why am I don't have to. I got time. I don't know why I'm rushing. Mucho bueno. とても美味しいね. Actually, chuhai, the one reason chuhai is really popular here in Japan is because, well, there's like a Japanese saying or like a quote which goes something like, chuhai nara ippai nihai nonde mosugu mechakucha ni naru. I think. Which means basically something like when it comes to chuhai, you only have to drink like 1 or 2 cans and you already get pretty drunk. So, wait, is that a dead end? Let's see where that young man goes. I don't think it's a dead end. Hopefully not. Okay. But yeah. Anyways, he was really trying to pitch me coke and LSD. I'm sure he had Molly, LSD, and coke. And so I asked him, do you have weed? Just out of curiosity, because I wasn't trying to buy anything. But he said it like when he said, oh, you want weed? He didn't really say it like that. Like, oh, you want pussy? You want weed? No, he didn't say it like that. But he said it in a way that he probably didn't have it. Probably knew somebody that has it, all right. But anyways, so I asked him, and he was like, yeah. But then I was like, you know, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. And I started backing up, But then he was like, no, wait, you know, enjoy your night in Tokyo. Come on, like, because he knew I was a foreigner, obviously. So he was like, no, come on, enjoy yourself. Come on, just tell me what you want. And I came up with the weirdest excuse, in my life. And I said, dude, no, I'm sorry, I'm already high. You know, like normally, dude, I would indulge, but I'm actually already high. So thank you, I appreciate it, bro. But you know, so I started bullshitting him like this. I think he knew I was, well, who knows, but anyways, I kind of regret that there goes another bike. Amazing. Stylish, very stylish. Oh, purple, just like me. Anyways, so I kind of regret that I didn't ask him the prices, not because I actually wanted to buy something, but I regret that I didn't ask him the prices for the sake of the story. Because now, like looking back at it, I'm really like curious for how much he wanted to sell me, like coke and Molly and whatnot. Because, you know, I'm not the type of guy that would like make up my own stories, all right? So unfortunately, I don't know what his pricing was. I wish I knew. That would have like, but I don't. I just know he wanted to sell me that, but I don't know like how flexible he was or whatever. But yeah, so I regret kind of asking him. I regret not asking him how much, but then again, I don't really regret it, because I feel like if I asked him the price, then he would be even more insistent on trying to sell me that, you know. So basically I told him that I already had something to drink, that I already had something to smoke, and that I don't, you know, that I appreciate it. I was trying to be nice to him, because actually he was also really friendly. I mean, obviously he was trying to sell me drugs, right? So he was friendly. He wasn't like insisting, he wasn't like pushing it on me. He was like trying to do me a favor. But yeah, I started like slowly backing up, you know. I gotta say, guys, for a second, because I wasn't sober, for like a millisecond, I was like, do I want Molly? do I want Molly? Which, you know, I don't do drugs, all right? So I swear to God, I didn't buy anything. Okay, I swear to God, I didn't buy anything. But for a millisecond, for a small fraction of a second, I was like, "You know what, Molly?" No, because obviously, when you're alone, especially and at night, it's never a good idea to try a new drug that you have never had alone in a foreign country. That's a no-no. All right. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is I think this is one of the gardens of Myoshinji. It's like a big complex of. Wait, let me show you a little bit. It's like a pretty big temple, pretty big complex of. I love these roofs, by the way. This is so cool. But yeah, but yeah, that was basically it. I politely, declined his offer. Very generous, as generous as it may be. But I feel like my face is already getting a little bit red. As you can tell, I get a little bit of the Asian flush. I'm not Asian, but like when I drink even a little bit of alcohol, my face starts getting all red and pink. But yeah, that was the story of how I met a drug dealer in Tokyo. Point of the story being, do not buy drugs from a drug dealer in a foreign country, because I'm sure it was like overpriced as hell. As if that was the point. No, just don't take drugs overall. Okay, no matter the price. No matter the price, don't do drugs, all right? Just alcohol and weed or whatever. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for listening, and join as a member of this channel. I'm so bad at like YouTube video outros. I never know what to say, but join as a member of this channel to support me if you want. Follow me on Tumblr, which is the only social media that I use right now. And yeah, I'll see you next week. As you can tell, I'm really trying to upload every single week now. So hopefully that goes well. All right. See you later, frogs.